Hi, good morning. It's Saturday, June 13th. And I thought that since today is ruled by the planet Saturn, which, if you're a Capricorn, you know Saturn's all about karma, lessons, etc. So we're going to work with the Akashic Records, Akashic Truth deck. This is kind of the hidden lessons, spiritual insight into the choices you're making in your life, past life energy, again, more lessons, etc. And just for fun, we're going to do sacred symbols. And when I chose the decks today, I chose them in that order, but I'm feeling like we're going to start with this one today. I kind of like starting the day with this. And we'll see if the theme carries through on the other card decks. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And it's really hot here. We're going to have a hot few days in the greater Vancouver area in Canada where I am. I'm dealing. I got fans. I got cold drinks in the fridge. I got cooling towels in the fridge in case it gets a little unbearable and when my room gets as warm as it does. Then I can go sit in another area of the house and just kind of handle it there because the rest of the house doesn't get as hot. Universe, what messages do you have to share with the collective today? The card is number 31, Talisman. You see the key. Talisman represents new doors opening for you now. New pathways are present at this time, and it also invites you to find or create and change an appropriate symbol, amulet, or mantra to help support you in your current endeavors or in your healing. And empower this talisman with your intention to evoke the magic in your everyday life. Meditate with this card, or in the case of since you don't have the card deck, if you do, great, go find it. But take your talisman that you create, whatever is a talisman for you, or a mantra, and meditate on that. And it'll act as a powerful road opener to a new adventure or opportunity, or to discover hidden talismans of power, love, and peace. The symbol is the key. The skeleton key is often used in magic, symbolically to move from one place of life into another. It is also one of the many symbols of the goddess Hecate, who happens to be one of my patron goddesses. My patron goddesses are Rhiannon and Hecate. She's one of the dark feminines, about power and transformation. So, when worn as a talisman or charged with intention, the key can free us from our self-imposed cages and move us into the next part of the journey by opening new doors to opportunity. I had the funniest feeling that that is what, not the card specifically, but the energy of the card that was going to come up. It was going to be something about transformation. It was going to be something about new doors opening. So let's see what your Akashic truth. Now, if you've ever done an Akashic Records session with somebody who works with that, this may or may not fit you, or it could be a symbol for you to be aware of that maybe is still hidden in your Akashic Records. Okay, that card is sticking out. So we're going to try this. The one thing I like about this deck is the readings are actually on the deck. Interpret it for what it is, right? Skills and talents. Well now. Thank you, universe. See? Everyone has unique skills and talents. Discover where you shine and work to improve. Create value with your skills. Let your talent shine, and you'll become a better version of yourself. That fits really well with the talisman, so you're looking to venture down new roads. When's the last time you looked at your skill set? When's the last time you looked at your talents and saw how to put them to use? For many of you, I'm seeing you sit down with a notebook and a pen, writing them out. So, Spirit, Universe is telling me, sit down and do that. Maybe take that time this weekend and see what hidden ones pop up. You know, things you do every day that you don't think of as a skill or a talent that very well could be. We all have things that we miss like that, things even within ourselves that we take for granted. Whoop! Okay, the fan kind of blew that one out of my hand. Energetic realm, and here we are talking about the Akashic Records and talismans and such like that. Life between lives. Your spirit never dies. It moves from lifetime to lifetime, dimension to dimension, with purpose and with intention. Between lives, there's an infinite vibrational field that resonates with global intentions and higher purposes. Cards are fitting. See, I love when this happens. Universe is working with us really well today. And your spirit wants you to be a part of the action. Although you incarnate with your old histories, your old codes, and your old shifts to take care of that part of your past, is not the major focus of your spirit's activity in the energetic realm. There's a deep awareness and a shift in consciousness that occurs when you fully awaken to your eternal truth. And your eternal truth can have meaning to you in many ways, right? The process of physical death actually sparks an incredible enlightenment and understanding that isn't as easily accessible in the physical world. The energetic realm is one of higher vibration, and each soul there resonates with the same wonderful energy. In the world that many call heaven, the light of caring and compassion radiates through the motivation of each spirit. Many souls continue to communicate with their families and friends who are still on the earthly plane, offering unending guidance and inspiration. Angels, ascended masters, and loving spirits who have all moved on all work together to assist in the evolution of group consciousness, scientific discovery, and brilliant creative endeavors. This is the place where souls gather to discuss upcoming life chronicles, to decide who comes back with whom, and what each shall bring to the experience. Even in your life, your soul is free to move through time and space, to view the future and the past, but in this heavenly realm, there's a deeper understanding of spiritual purpose and meaning. And there's little parts here with the cards. There's like this karmic shift. So I really picked a really good deck here. You can actually begin to plan your next life now. Consider the people you desire to return with and release any karmic attachment to the ones you don't. Plan the joyous times you want to share and consciously let go of the difficult patterns that you don't want. Sorry, I was holding back a sneeze there, that you don't want to repeat. Creating these intentions now is one of your greatest karmic causes. Affirm, and you don't have to say this word for word, but it says, I forgive all karmic debt, and I ask that all my karmic debt be forgiven. I live in the honoring of myself and my soul. My spirit brings me joy in every life. So what I'm being told here is, for some of you, if you believe in reincarnation, and I believe in reincarnation, I believe we totally asked to come here for every experience. We incarnate with who we incarnate with. And when we finally incarnate, we forget all that because we're human, right? But we're not human alone. We are constantly connected to every timeline, every lifetime, every dimension that we have ever existed in whatever form. My guides are saying, go get a past life regression with somebody, with a professional who does that. Because there's some hidden lessons, getting back to the rest of the reading, hidden lessons that keep repeating in your life and you're shoving them away. This is what I'm feeling. This is what the universe is saying to me. You're shoving them away. And you're destined to repeat that. Now, don't get all, oh, woe is me, and all that kind of stuff. In order to evolve, not only into the next life without bringing back that stuff, or to evolve and end up staying in the energetic realm, you got to release this stuff. You see, the soul doesn't understand duality. The soul doesn't understand all the stuff that we as humans go through. That's why we incarnate. That's why we ask and incarnate with the people who become our parents, our siblings, our co-workers, our friends, our lovers, our partners, or whatever. Everyone in your life, in the sense of someone you actually know, or that is part of your circle of people in your world. We ask for those people to show up, and we ask them to show up just like they ask us to show up in the ways we do. And no, it's not always all about lessons, okay? But we come here to learn what emotions are. We come here to learn what struggle is. We come here to learn what pain is. Pain in all forms. We come here to learn what wealth is, what success is, what joy is. And this is what I'm saying. You have the capability. And this is maybe something you can meditate on. My guides are saying meditate on how you can create the next life now that you want to incarnate in, if that is something you're meant to do, because not everybody's meant to reincarnate over and over and over and over. You may take a break, but you can create that life. And I'm hearing you can create that new life, just like the other cards said, with your skills and talents, with your talisman, your mantras, etc. You can create that new life in this life. You can make the changes. You can release all that old stuff that is holding you back. Okay, karma is karma. There's no such thing as good karma or bad karma. Karma is karma. It's all meant to help your soul grow. Okay, and yes, also for you to evolve as a human on this planet. Evolve in good ways, right? So I want you to take some time. I'm not saying hours and hours, but I want you to take some time and maybe with this reading, go through some of the points that I've said. And maybe write some journal entries. Maybe look up some mantras if you've never meditated to a mantra. Maybe go see what resonates with you. Just look up mantras. I actually have an oracle deck called the Mantra Oracle. I'm tempted to use it. I may use it for Sunday. But I would honestly say the general theme of this message is there is change, and you're the one who has to create it. I wish you a wonderful weekend. I will see you soon with the next reading. I'm Kimberley, the founder of the Infinite Spark Collective. I wish you joy, peace, expansion. See you tomorrow.